In this Threads embroidery software tutorial, we're going to teach you how to digitize a column stitch, also known as a satin stitch. A satin stitch is a stitch that goes back and forth. It kind of looks like a tube. You see a lot of satin stitches in lettering or in other types of details like that. To start digitizing our column stitch, we're going to right mouse click on our desktop and then select column from the digitizing menu. Now that we're in the column mode, I'm going to left mouse click in the top left of this object, and then I'm going to go straight down and place another left mouse click. I am then going to move over to the right and place another left mouse click, and then I'm going to go up to the top a bit to this point here and place another left mouse click. I've now created the first box for our column stitch. Column stitches are made of boxes, so when this box embroiders, the first line going up and down is going to be the first part of our column stitch, and then that very last line I made in the box is going to be the last part of our column stitch, and it's going to zigzag from that first point all the way to that last point, and it's going to rotate the stitch as needed. So the column stitches are going to be made up of these boxes. The next step I'm going to do in this design is go to the other side and place another stitch. I'm going to continue going back and forth side to side creating these boxes as I create my object. Now that we have created these boxes of column points, you can see how the software has filled in the points with stitches. Now that we created this object, we're going to start a new object, which is a new column. We're going to right mouse click on our desktop and select New Column from the Digitizing Tools menu. Continue using the left mouse button to create these boxes at each point of the object. Now that I've finished digitizing this vertical piece, I'm going to right mouse click on the background and select New Column so I can start digitizing this last final piece we have here in this object. We're going to finish the digitizing of this object by left clicking in each one of the corners or the edges of the object as we create our boxes, zigzagging back and forth just like we did on the other two objects. Now that we're done digitizing our column stitches, we can use the escape button to cancel out of the tool. We can then use the hide background icon to turn off the background and use our generate stitches icon to show the stitches. Here you can now see our final digitized object with the column stitch running down the middle. You can probably see the three different objects that we created there. You can use the same technique for creating most any satin stitches or any column stitches. And this is the conclusion of this tutorial. The next tutorial that we recommend that you watch is the tutorial on how to place lettering.